What is good, YouTube, man? Today I'm back with you guys, with the nation, for another video. And today, man, the Raiders, we got some news, man. We got some news. In my opinion, it ain't the best, but before I get into today's video, I have to give a big shout out to my boy Ice Nate. You already know the man is coming in clutch with all these thumbnails that you guys are getting this offseason and all this kind of stuff. So big shout out to my boy Ice Nate. If you can, go check his YouTube page out at icy_Nate. He'll be more active, man. It's the offseason. It's the offseason. So if you want more Raider news, go check my boy Icy Nate out at icy_Nate on YouTube. Now, let's get right into today's topic. Now, this one really did catch me by surprise, in my opinion. I did not think that this was going to happen. I did not think that this was going to happen whatsoever. Now, before I get into the big news that broke out today, just a couple minutes ago, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite candidates that is now no longer on the market and available to hire. Now, that man goes by the name of Matt Eberflus. Matt Eberflus, defensive coordinator for the Colts, just got a head coaching job with the Bears. Now, it sucks. It seems like the Raiders were never even in talks with him. We never heard about an interview. We never heard about coming into Vegas. None of that. We never heard none of that with him. And very disappointing in my opinion. I felt like he was the best defensive mind on the market. Personally, there probably is some better guys, but that was my front runner in my opinion. That was who I really wanted to come on this team and be our guy. That's who I really wanted, but it doesn't work out that way, and it sucks. It definitely sucks. But another thing I want to talk about, definitely did not see this one coming. As we all know, Raiders interim head coach Rich Bissacia served as our head coach for the second half of the season, took us to the playoffs, led by guys like Max Crosby, Josh Jacobs, and Derek Carr, right? Those guys were all big pieces in taking us to the playoffs. He got some looks from other teams. The Raiders did have him in the interview process as our head coach. He was going to explore his other options, and guess what? He explored them pretty well because he is no longer with the Raiders. He will not be back, and not even as a special teams coordinator. He did take a special teams coordinator job with the Chicago Bears. That is why I spoke about Matt Eberflus early on. He took the special teams job, the special teams coordinator with the Chicago Bears. Me personally, I don't know why you wouldn't stay here. This is a team that gave you your first shot at being a head coach. This is a team that knows you. You know all the guys in the building. All the guys love you. And you dipped to Chicago, man. Very confusing because it's not like Chicago gave him a defensive coordinator job. It's not like Chicago gave him a head coaching job. They gave him the same job that he would have had here, and he chose Chicago over the Raiders. Definitely a surprise. Did not see that coming whatsoever. Very shocked on why that happened. And the reason why I bring up Eberflus and the reason why I bring up Rich Bissacia, they both got signed to the Bears. Well, guess what? Defensive line coach Rod Marinelli has been with us for the last 2 seasons, is the front runner to go and meet up with Matt Eberflus and Rich Bissacia in Chicago as the defensive line coach, and our defensive line coach staff member, the little assistant, is expected to leave when Rod Marinelli leaves as well. So a lot of pieces getting moved right now. Like I said, in my opinion, the biggest one is Rich Bissacia leaving us. Did not see that one at all. And the only way that I thought that he would leave would be for, a head coach gig. And he didn't get that offer. I'm not sure that any teams entertained that offer. So I'm not sure why he left. I didn't want him here as a head coach, but very interesting, man. Very interesting. I did want Rich Bissacia to stay. With the group of guys really seemed to love Rich, and I did want him to stay, but he chose the Bears above the Raiders. The last one here is our linebackers coach, Chris Richard, I believe is his name. He has gained a good amount of interest from other teams around the league. Obviously not as head coach, but as we all know, he was a defensive coordinator before coming with the Las Vegas Raiders. He was a defensive coordinator with Atlanta. Atlanta had a serviceable defense a couple years before he came here, and it seems like he'll be on his way out. There is a couple teams in the NFL that have offered him a defensive coordinator job, or maybe not offered, but have entertained him with a job of a defensive coordinator position. So Chris Richard looks like he'll be on his way out as well. The last person is Ron Miles. Ron Miles, defensive backs coach, has really helped this man. He seems like he's getting a lot of looks as well, specifically from the Broncos. The Broncos are giving heavy interest in our defensive backs coach in Ron Miles. I'm not sure, man. That defensive staff is falling apart. I think right now the last one left is Gus Bradley and a couple other staff members, man. But hey, the Raiders have been real quiet on hiring, and teams have went in on picking and choosing on who they want on that defensive side of the ball. Now, also there's other news today about Josh McDaniels. I think that would be horrible if we did that. I don't want to do that. I don't think we'll do that. I think we're just trying to, really weigh out our options now. Who knows? Who knows what happens in the coming future? I really hope Josh McDaniels is not part of this organization at all. I hope Ron Miles can stay around, but I do understand that the Broncos do have a vacant defensive coordinator job with Vic Fangio leaving. He was their head coach, but he was also their defensive mind. Now, Ron Miles definitely deserves it. I kind of knew it would happen anyways. He's been well respected around the league for many years now. Ron Miles had a good season here with us. Helped a couple of our DBs, right? Helped Nate Hobbs. Helped Casey Hayward. I know he didn't really help Casey Hayward, but Casey Hayward had another successful season under him. And then Merrick, Merrick got some decent production. And other guys like Brandon Faison were able to step up when nobody thought they could. Keyshawn Nixon was able to step up when I didn't think any of these guys could step up, honestly. And like I said, if the Broncos will give him a defensive coordinator job, I won't be too mad if he accepts it. It would suck because it's a divisional opponent, but he deserves it, man. He definitely does deserve it. Like I said, man, the Rich Bissacia one is very crazy to me. I did not think that he would choose another team above us, especially for the same position. Like, we were looking into retaining Rich Bissacia as our special teams coordinator. Straight up said no. Went to the Bears. Matt Eberflus, my favorite guy, as far as a head coaching candidate, went to the Bears. It's looking like our defensive line coach Rod Marinelli will be headed to the Bears to be their D lineman coach, and as well as our assistant D-line coach seems to be headed to the Bears. So the Bears are really getting a nice overhaul over there. They're picking and choosing from our staff. Interesting, man. And if Chris Richard leaves, then it would literally just be Gus Bradley left. So what do you guys think about all this news, Raider Nation? Definitely some surprising stuff in here that I didn't think I was going to be talking about today. But hey, it's the Raiders. Hopefully we can be more active in the coming future and not about Josh McDaniels. Please do not do that. Go out and get somebody that's going to help us win, man. That's all I ask for. But Raider Nation, let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section down below. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. On the road to 3,500 subscribers. So please subscribe if you are new, man. Love y'all, nation. We'll see you in the future. Probably tomorrow, man. There'll probably be something to talk about tomorrow. Love y'all, and I'm out. Peace.